Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna go through some decks and decide, are they staying? Are they going? So, it's gonna be a decluttering video. Like I like how Lisa with Supportive Tarot does hers. Like she kind of goes through her decks and sees if she has any, you know, comparable ones and which ones she reaches for, that kind of thing. So we have one Oracle deck and quite a few tarot decks that we're going to be kind of like looking at, diving in. And the first one is the Black Cats Tarot by Maria Curara. Did I say that right? Curara? I think this is a Lo Scarabeo. Yeah, it's a Lo Scarabeo published deck. And I mean, the backs are super cool, right? Perfect if you read reversals. It's the same either way. I like I like the little cats on the tree here. Yeah, I like the artwork, and the borders aren't crazy bad, you know? And I have gone to try and declutter this deck several times because I just don't ever reach for it. And it's Rider-Waite-Smith based-ish, but yet a lot of them, like a lot of the images are completely different. So I just don't know, you know, because it would require me to, you know, do some real deep diving and researching in the book. And it's not even book. It's one of these little white books. So there's not a whole lot here, but you know, typical Lo Scarabeo, several languages and just a little bit on each one. So I don't know. I do really like it. I like the artwork. I like that it's a little bit different. Like I love this sun card. Is that not the cutest? So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Like I like this King of Cups, you know, I don't know. It's a maybe for me, but I just don't know if I'm going to actually put in the time to really play with it, you know? So you guys let me know if that is one that you would be interested in seeing. But for now, like, do you want to see me, you know, do a review of it, work with it, all of that good stuff? But for now, it's going in the maybe pile. Because apparently, I'm just not 100% ready to let it go yet, but we'll see. Okay, you know what? Let's do our first Oracle deck here. We have the Chicoli Oracle. Again, this is Lo Scarabeo published. So it does come with a decent sized little book here. It's black and white, but there is a fair bit of writing here. It's got about the card, a light and dark meaning to each. So as if, you know, reversals. And then of course the rest of the book is all in different languages as is typical. It's got nice big images, but I find myself really needing the guidebook with this one. And although I like the artwork, it's not super intuitive to me. And therefore, I always need to have the book handy. And I just don't reach for it. I don't. It's beautiful. I like the backs. It's like almost like a Candyland kind of deal. But it just, like, this one's so cute. But I never, ever reach for it. It's been sitting on my shelf. I think I have used this deck a total of 4 times, but I like the rabbits. You know? Like, yeah, maybe 4 times total. So I think I am ready to let this go. I do have 2 copies of the Chicoli Tarot deck, though. I have a mini one and then the regular sized. And those I like to use, particularly for full moons and rituals and like specific things. I don't pull from them all the time, but when you do, you do, you know? But this one is just not, I never use it, and it's beautiful, but I want it to go to somebody who will actually love it. So that's going to go in my goodbye pile. I'm gonna let it go. Okay. So next we have the Tarot Familiars. Can't remember. Lisa Parker. All right. Now, again, these are gorgeous. Get these out of the way. Really pretty artwork as well. I don't love the backs. Let's be honest, I don't love it. But it is a pip deck, right? So, and the borders are quite defined, but the actual images are beautiful. Like, I love the raven for the Knave of Swords here. And oh, see, look at this. I love the ravens for the swords, right? They're so mystical, and they're birds for the air element, and they're just amazing. I like the unicorn for the chariot. I mean, the artwork is stunning. Like, it's just gorgeous. However, I never reach for it. Ever. Ever, ever. Yeah, the Fool, he's so cute. Queen of Wands, lots of cats in this deck. I mean, it's beautiful and I love it, but I never, ever use it. Not for other readings, not for myself. It sits there. I like to look at the artwork every now and again. Look how cute that is. But I don't. I never use it, and it's not fair to not use the deck. So I am going to, for sure, pass this one along. Pains me, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, like, look at some of these. I mean, they're just, I just love them. Anyway, it's gonna go. Besides, I have, when it comes to cat decks, because I call that one a cat deck because there's a lot of cats in it. It's not all cats, but I find myself, if I'm gonna pull one from a cat tarot, I always pull from my mystical cats. And I just adore this deck. It shuffles beautifully. It's the right size. If I'm going to pull a cat deck, it's going to be this one, right? So let's go to Tarot of a Moon Garden. Now, this one I'm torn about because I took the time to edge it in this really beautiful pink color that really goes with the back. And again, you can, for those reading reversals, it's perfect backing for that. There's a lot going on here, you know, and it's very pretty. I'm torn because a friend of mine brought this back for me when she went to New York, and it's stunning. Like, the artwork is beautiful. And, you know, I tried bonding with it. I took the, you know, I edged it in the beautiful pink to match. And I don't read with it. It's just not one that I reach for. Like I said, the artwork is beautiful. And I know it's a very popular deck. But I don't, like, look at that High Priestess. I love it. She's beautiful. But I never reach for it. But at the same time, you know, it was gifted to me. It was brought back to me from New York, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. It's in the maybe pile. Okay. So the next one is the Modern Witch Tarot. Now, this is a great, I mean, the packaging is fantastic on it. Nice and sturdy. The only thing I don't like is that it tends to slide out, you know. It's a slow slide, granted, you know, but it does still, there's no magnetic closure or anything, so it does slide out. But I like that it's got the emblem here. It's got all this beautiful stuff inside the box, nice and hard and sturdy. It's got this great little cardboard thing to keep the cards in place. I love the little guidebook. It's a little hardcover. It's got the same design as inside the box. Like, this was really well put together. This is great. I like that it shows the picture of the card and the explanations. And I like that even though it's a hard cover, it still would fit in a tarot bag, right? So I do really, really, really love it. You get the little card. You're a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities, etc., etc. So here's the deal. I really love this deck. I do. It gives really great readings. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the imagery. It's not super glossy. Like, this magician is just beautiful. There's lots of diversity in this deck. There's lots of different sizes of people. Like, it's great. It's great. I have no complaints about, you know, the content and how it reads, and it's wonderful. However, I have one pretty big gripe about this deck. It's so fucking big. Like, I love the backs. I love that it's reversible. I don't read reversals, but for those who do, right? Modern Witch. Doesn't matter. It's so awesome. But it's so bulky. And the cardstock is, I mean, you cannot, and I have big hands. I have very big hands, but I cannot do the whole deck shuffling riffle shuffle, which is how I shuffle, right? The ones I do, yeah, they shuffle okay, you know, but you cannot do the whole deck. You have to do them in sections. Like, you can't do it. And it's a big gripe of mine. Like, I like to take a full deck, you know, like I can barely, like, I just can't, you know, and it doesn't, like, it just doesn't cooperate. And that's how I bond with the deck, right? I shuffle. And even though this gives amazing readings and I really do enjoy the artwork on it, it's nice and clear, the packaging is good, I can't get over the cardstock. It's too big. It's too bulky. And so if it's between a different deck and this one to do a reading with, 100%, I'm always going to take the one that's a better size and a better cardstock. So if this had been just like ever so much thinner, you know, where maybe the whole deck was about this size, it would be perfect. But it's just about this much too big, you know? And you know, some people, to shuffle this way, it's fine. Like, it does. It's fine. It shuffles just wonderfully, right? Oh, the moon. So cute. You know, and so if somebody doesn't riffle shuffle and just does this, it's perfect and it's wonderful, but I just can't. I just can't. And if they came out with this deck, like, if they did another run of it with different, like, thinner cardstock, so it wasn't as bulky, I'd rebuy it in a heartbeat. Like, it would be back in my collection before you could blink, you know? I do enjoy it that much, but I can't do it. I can't get over the cardstock. And that's on me. And I realize that. And I can't get that back in, so I'll just move that to the side for now. But that's leaving my collection. And that's why. So, last up here. I'm having kind of the same issue with this deck. The Tarot de la Nuit. Great box, nice and sturdy. You know, it opens on the top, so you don't have the sliding issue. So that's okay. The imagery is stunning. Now I have it in this bag here. You guys, can we just for a moment, so it does come with a nice guidebook here. Colored photo here at the front. There is an extra card, but typical O Scarabeo, like, you know, different languages in each one, but there is a decent description on each card, right? Which I like. It's great. And it's, again, small enough that if you wanted to take it with you in the bag, you absolutely could. But look how beefy this deck is. It's not as beefy as the Modern Witch. I will give it that. It's not. But the cardstock is very stiff. Very stiff. Now, I've done some work to get it to shuffle, right? I've gotten it to loosen up a bit. It kind of reminded me of my Borderless Centennial weight deck. Took me a while to break it in, and now that I do, and it's fine. But I mean, the imagery, like the images are beautiful. You know, they really, really are. A little bit darker, you know. But I mean, Tarot de la Nuit, Tarot of the Night, right? What do you expect? Which is one of the things that drew it to me. So the cardstock was a big no-no for me. And I'm not usually one for these digital images like this, right? Like the Witch's Tarot, same thing. I can't connect with it. But for some reason, the artwork in this deck, I am drawn to. So I'm kind of a little bit torn. Like, look at that King of Cups. You know, he's so realistic looking. I don't know. I might play with this one a little bit more. Like, look at this Hanged Man. I mean, beautiful. So I like that the Chariot, I might have passed it. She's on a magic carpet. You know, she's giving me Elsa vibes from Frozen. So I don't know. I might play with this one a little bit more. See if I can get it to read for me. Now that I've like broken in the cardstock a little bit, it's still got a way to go. But as you can see, unlike the Modern Witch, I can take the whole deck and actually give a good riffle shuffle. So we're at that, you know, there's that. I like that Justice card. So I think I'm going to keep this one, play with it for just a few more months, and we'll see. We'll see. This might end up eventually going, but I'm going to give it, I think, one more shot, and we're going to keep it. And we are going to try it just that little bit longer, you know, give it an actual shot. Because I feel like I broke in the cards and then I was kind of just mad at it. So I put it on the side and didn't actually try hard to read with it, which isn't fair, right? So I think I am going to, see what I mean? Nice and sturdy. I am going to give that a little bit more of a try. Same with the Black Cats and the Tarot of a Moon Garden. Again, these might very well go as well. But for now, we're going to keep playing with them. You know what? Oh, God. I don't know. You know what? It's been in the pile for how long to rehome the Black Cats Tarot? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to rehome it. And if it comes back into my life later, then so be it. But I'm going to rehome it. So, because I know damn well, I'm just going to pull for my Mystical Cats Tarot. So there you go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming along with me while I kind of went through and decided one way or another about some of these decks. So thank you for being with me. Let me know your opinions down in the comments. Which would you keep? Which would you discard? All right, you guys. Bye.